Apparel Cup Series. Up in the booth tonight, once again, it is Code Red Do, and of course, yours truly. Y'all ain't ready racing, aka Heath. Heath, welcome back to the booth, my guy. What
What's
a
up?
crazy turn of events it has been over the past week, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. It's never we always got something going on in this league.
Exactly, and yet before we break down any news as far as went down last week, if you guys got a chance to follow our Facebook page at Thunder Valley Racing League, then you should know that we do have a shocking announcement I do want to make in TVR, and that is the Heredia God, the man that you saw win in the first race, who pretty much been what feels like been dominating the whole season already, has officially announced his retirement from the NASCAR Heat Series. But not only that, but also from TVR. So yeah, really hate to hear that from Heredia God. I mean, you and I have known him for as long as we have, and yeah, I want to give your thoughts on the Heredia God, and I also want to ask you what is your pretty much your thoughts on everything with him.
Well, first off, I'd like to say, kid was really, really good, and he's a. I mean, I understand why he did it. There's stuff going on. He kind of, got sick of certain things, and it wasn't nothing really to do with our league. It was
Mm-hmm.
just he got over the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we all do this for fun,
Yep.
and maybe he wasn't having fun no more. That's what I could think of. If I just up and left, I think it would be because you're not having fun no more.
Yep.
This is what we do. We do this for fun. We do this in our downtime, and that's what I think happened. Is something happened? He just got kind of fed up, and he wasn't having fun anymore. It wasn't fun to him. You
Yep.
know.
I agree, and from all of us here at TVR, we definitely do want to wish Heredia a good retirement, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see him back here soon. But let's go ahead and break it down to what happened last week at Charlotte, and yet long live the Sauce got his first win, and we've seen what's been happening with Long Live Sauce. He's had a very impressive run. I think it was what, since Michigan we got a chance to see him. And he's definitely
Yeah.
made a huge impact, and I want to get your thoughts on Long Live the Sauce.
I mean, honestly, I don't know him very much.
Uh-huh.
I get to do the broadcast, once every week, sometimes every week, but sometimes with work schedules and stuff,
Yep.
me and you can't make it. But, from what I see, is a heck of a driver. It's always good to get into a new league and show your strength, and really get out there and win early, just like the other. What was that guy's name? Um, Tiger NASCAR. When he came into the nine line apparel,
Mm-hmm.
he he straight up he just won. He was dominating that race for the longest time. But,
I definitely do agree, and yeah, but I'm very very happy for Long Live the Sauce. Pretty much one of the guys who I think we saw at Michigan, who made his TVR debut. Looked really
yeah,
impressive, and yet he got himself his first win. And before we continue along, I do want to thank our sponsors once again, Nine Line Apparels. Make sure you guys go to ninelineapparels.com. Use promo code TVR20 to save 10% off your order. They have some incredible merchandise, incredible shirts, incredible gear. Make sure you head over to ninelineapparels.com and use code TVR20 to save 10% off your order. That is ninelineapparel.com. So yeah, let's go ahead and break it down to our current standings at the moment. And yet, with Heredia's retirement, he was no longer going to be part of the playoff picture, but it's going to be D Blood up in first, TCW in second, Long Live the Sauce in third. Then you got Oak the Iron in fourth, Turf Fetch in fifth, Mike G in sixth, and Bobby Love in seventh. And yet, rounding out the top eight, it looks to be Plays Official, and maybe I think Ron Racing will be the first one below the cutoff line. So yeah, a lot of excitement here tonight there, Heath. I mean, we have a lot of excitement. We get a chance to go to Pocono, which is pretty much known as the Tricky Triangle. And real quick, I do want to mention that if we don't have any broadcasts tomorrow, then we will get a chance to go live once again on YouTube for TVR's coverage of the Truck Series race. Be sure to tune in for that. But Heath, I do want to ask you, what is your thoughts on the race that we're going to be seeing here at the Tricky Triangle?
Oh, I mean, this track here, either you like it or you don't like it. There's not really no in between. You're either pretty fast or you have trouble with it. And my honest opinion, if turn two makes or breaks you, which is the bus stop there, or, the little whatever they call that.
I
But
guess
turn
shortstop is what they call it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's turn two. That turn, if you can hit that perfect, that can gain you a half a second. If you hit it wrong, it can lose you 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So that right there, if you can hit that turn two right, and look to see guys bringing it all the way down to the grass. The fast guys that run here a lot, they're going to bring it all the way down to the grass, and they're going to cut that corner nice and fast, and they'll gain a half a second or so doing that.
I definitely don't agree. I think if we see some comments in here, and definitely don't want to say what's going on there, Fly Maverick. And I think they're just now getting ready to start qualifying. So let's go ahead and tell you all who is currently in the field right now, and from what I'm seeing right now, it is Up the Iron, Turf Edge, Ron Racing, Plays Officials, our very own Moonbeams, and of course you got to give credit where credit's due as far as Melton. He'll be racing tonight. Larson Nation, I think he's going to be making his TVR debut tonight. And of course,
Nice.
JRH, JD Power, Delgatro, and of course the man himself, D Blood.
Look at D-Blood up there and leading the points now that Heredia, came out and retired, and the boss man is up there leading points in the Cup Series. It's pretty good. That's a tough. There's about 5 or 6 guys in that Cup Series that are really tough.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And, there's one thing I can say as far as our drivers. Really, the reason why they call it the Tricky Triangle is because, the front stretch is so big that you can pretty much land an airplane. That's how big this front stretch is. But
Hmm.
going into turn one, I mean, like the actual cup cars, spotters can't really be able to see what's happening. But here, I think they got to be careful as far as letting off of their braking points. But you mentioned it, come turn two, the short stop is what they call it. That's the one that we're going to have to keep an eye on. Of course, in turn three, it is just your pretty standard turn where they have a patch of grass right there where the apron is, so they have to be able to keep an eye on that. So I look forward to seeing that. I look forward to some of the action that we will be seeing tonight, and look forward to get a chance to chat with the boss man. So if you guys make sure to stay tuned after the race, we will get a chance to interview our top three drivers that finished 1, 2, and 3, and of course we get a chance to have a nice little talk with the man himself, known as D Blood, and he's, after a awesome race it was at Charlotte, and unfortunately we couldn't be able to get a chance to broadcast due to our work schedules, but yet we get a chance to be back here tonight at Pocono. So yet, what is one thing you want to tell our drivers before we get ready to go green?
I mean, there's a lot of drafting here, and there's going to be some big runs coming off of these straightaways,
Hmm.
and just use your brake. Don't overdo it. Don't think you're going to dive bomb, and you're just going to end up sliding up into them and taking some of the guys out. So just be careful and be cautious, because you, you literally fly around this track going down that front stretch. You're going 200 mile an hour, and you got to break and get down to about a 140. So there's a very fine line to where you got to hit them brakes and slow down enough.
I definitely do agree, and yet I think one thing we definitely need to tell our drivers is patience. That is something that we all
Yeah.
need to tell our drivers. It's all about patience, and I think we haven't seen Del Gastro since, correct me if I'm wrong, since Daytona, so it's glad to see him back up there.
Yeah, what
Uh,
happened to Fire Slayer?
I have no idea. I really have no idea. We haven't got a chance to see him.
He's
Um,
always competitive.
he's always competitive, but I guess with his situation as well, he can be able to make it. But I mean, hey, I mean, we still got a great group of drivers who are ready to come and race, and yet whether if they were in the truck series like Moonbeam was, or if they've been in control of the ARCA series like Melton has, I mean, we still have some new drivers, new faces that want to be able to step up to the plate here in TVR. So yet, the more the merrier in the competition. And by the way, if you would like to be a part of Thunder Valley Racing, to be able to race either the truck series or our Cup series, make sure you go to our Facebook page, and you go to facebook.com/Thunder Valley Racing League. That is facebook.com/Thunder Valley Racing League, and make sure to give this the Facebook page a like. And if you like what you see on YouTube channel, make sure you guys like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I believe we're still waiting on our qualifying results from D-Blood himself, but yet, is there
Did you
anybody?
say
Go
did you
ahead.
say there was gonna be a couple of the guys from ARCA and trucks in here?
I believe I know one driver that I know we raced with Moonbeams, who was in our truck series,
Yeah.
and of course Melton, who I think he was from ARCA as well. He's going to be racing here tonight.
Okay, I like that. That sounds good. I think without Heredia, you're gonna see a couple more people kind of wanna shift into the Cup cars. That might not have wanted to because they knew he might dominate every race.
I think his attention, as far as right now, is just for him to focus on the new game, which will be coming out here in less than about what, like 26, like 25 days from now, and you know,
Yeah.
which hopefully, which I will gladly be able to bring some coverage of that game for everyone. But yeah, it should be new, interesting, a brand new game from NASCAR 21 Heat Ignition, with just basically the Cup cars, so should be fun with that. But hey, we're still on NASCAR Heat 5, and that's what matters, and yet we're still bringing you all the coverage. And thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for all of you guys for helping this league out, doing what it does best. And now I've been handed our qualifying results. Our top five, one by one. Here we go. At number one, it is Delgatro. Number two, Larson Nation. Number three, the boss man himself, D Blood. Number four, Turfetch 92 backup. And rounding out the top five, it is Plays Officials.
Nice.
Delgatro making some moves, and yet he's wanting to step up since already retired. And that means that he's going to be the one that's wanting to step up.
Yeah, he's always pretty quick. He's always real quick.
Now, I do know Larson Nation. I've called one of his races before where he won the Xfinity Series, so yet and it's gonna be a really interesting challenge for him to race in the Cup Series, but yet that's okay. It should be a fun one for all of us to get a chance to see. I think this is your first time to get a chance to take a look at Larson Nation, I believe, right, Heath?
Yes. Yeah. He sounds like a new guy to me. So yeah, it'll be the first time I get to see him. See how
Exactly.
he does.
Exactly, and yet once one, but I'm pretty sure I got my invites, and yet we will get a chance to go live from Pocono, actually much at the Pocono Organic 350, I believe. Yeah, 325. Sorry about that. But either
Yeah, I
way,
have
though,
not got an invite yet.
I got like two invites. So he hasn't sent you an invite.
No. Let me
Uh,
message him real quick.
yeah, I'm say yeah, go right ahead, and once when we get ready for that, we should be able to.
There it is. I got it.
All right, all right. I'll, Well, at least it stopped you, so at least you're ready to go, and yeah, we're all ready to go. We're gonna have a lot of fun up in the booth. We're pretty much gonna have a whole lot of fun in general. So, yeah, like I said before, if you guys are watching, please join us in the conversation in the comment section to watch this race with us. We're about to have a whole lot of fun, and we hope you guys, especially our viewers out there, enjoy this as well with us. All right. Yes, yes, sir. I did. Yes, sir. And yeah, we should be ready to go.
Just let me know when to jump in.
All right, I sure will.
I think D Blood's gonna get this race this tonight. I just gotta. He likes Pocono. I have a good feeling he's gonna do good here tonight.
Exactly. And I feel like, well, I mean, for what he saw, I mean, the man ran pretty good at Dover. I mean, he pretty much led almost every single lap at Dover. So
Yeah.
so this should be a test. This should be a test for him and for all of our fellow drivers. I don't know what car Larson Nation is going to be running, but yet we should see that. 1 second. All right, we're allowed to join. Come on in, now. Sit back, relax, grab some Mountain Dew, and enjoy yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to get ready to go green flag here at the Poconos Organic 325. All right, and yet hopefully
Still loading.
hopefully we won't be able to see that Fanatec screen come next game.
Yeah, right. Change it up a little bit.
Yes, yes, please, please. If ignition, if the I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay, Delgacho is running the 88. Looks like Larson Nation is running the 53. Green flag in the air here at Pocono. Oh, what's going on with Delgacho? He is running straight down to the bottom. This ought to be interesting. Oh boy. Oh, D-Blood. Oh, someone already got to the wall. That is Moonbeams in the 78.
Ooh,
Oh, look in the back. The
there,
14.
yeah,
3
they're
wide.
all.
No patience at all whatsoever. And D-Blood is in the middle of, or on the outside of 3 wide. But
Wow,
here comes turn
it's gonna be
2.
tight.
Who's going to end up making the mistake?
Moonbeams into the wall
Nobody.
again.
Nobody was, but it's still 3 wide. So D-Blood is trying to get himself away. Who is that? Who is that in 8? That is JD Power. JD Power trying to be able to make a move, but yet so far already it looks like it's going to be Delgatro is going to be leading the first lap. I don't.
He's breaking the draft, is what he's doing here. That's what he's doing. He's breaking the draft.
That is a smart
I do it.
strategy.
I do it as well. Yeah, you got to get way down there and break that draft so nobody can get it from you.
Larson Nation is all over that back bumper of Delgatro. Meanwhile, D-Blood is struggling right there, but yet I do want to admire Gaze official for him running up in P3.
Yeah, these top 4 look pretty quick. I expect to see D-Blood after adjustments come in, and that he's very, very good. He's got a knack for making good adjustment and coming and getting you later on in the race.
I definitely do agree. One thing this is the way I feel about it. I feel like D-Blood made an announcement for the drivers in the chat. Give everyone some room, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
But back up to the front, Delgatcher, he is still make sure Larson Nation not gonna get that draft. But here comes Larson Nation on the outside in the 53, side by side. Here comes Gaze officials, but yet slowly approaching is D-Blood. Larson Nation takes the lead over Delgatro.
D-Blood's coming home. Is that Gaze official?
Yeah, in the 14, yes sir it is.
Yeah. Ooh, D-Blood got into the wall a little bit.
Yeah.
That slowed him up.
He didn't really lose any spots, so yet as long as Ron Racing does not catch up to him, he should be okay for the most part.
Yeah, these front 2 look pretty fast.
I definitely do agree there. Fly Maverick, this is already starting to be a good race, and yet Larson Nation gets a chance to lead his first laps of the race. Meanwhile, you see the 43 of Melton, the Moonbeams all the way up in the back. They're not having themselves a great start. And I will tell you this though, I don't know how old Larson Nation is, but yet he is just like Heredia. He is just another young kid up in the league.
Yeah, the kids are getting better nowadays, man. I mean, they come in here and they just dominate sometimes, you know?
Oh, Delgacho was right there. Oh, Delgacho was going.
D-Blood just passed Gaze official, made a little bit of contact on his nose.
I don't
He's
think.
going for second.
But I don't think D-Blood really meant it. But so yet he is right behind Delgatro, and yet this is the first time we've seen Delgatro in a while, and D-Blood knows that. So yet And I think, something's happening up in the back, but yet everything's still good. But Larson Nation is doing exactly what Delgado did. He is making sure that he does not let Delgado keep that draft. He's breaking everything.
Yeah, that's what you got to do here. The draft is so strong coming down that front stretch that I mean, it literally will slingshot you right past everybody.
I definitely do agree, but yet Larson Nation, he's gonna have to keep breaking that draft with Delgado because Delgado is already back in the pace after what happened in turn 2 a lap ago. But yet, here they come back up to the front stretch. I do want to take a look at the field. There you see Turf Edge, Ron Racing. I believe that is 17 of TCW and 8 of JD Powers.
See, TCW has him a good race here. I'm not sure how he likes his track, but he's always pretty quick too.
And I do want to give an update. JRBH, he is struggling again. So yet, really hate that for him. Oh, and there's some contact going on between Up the Iron and Moonbeams, and the 4 is going to end up going up to the wall.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and now we finally get a chance to catch up with TCW. Alright, let's go ahead and...
I race with Up the Irons in a different league, and I want to say that this isn't one of his favorite tracks, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Delgado already giving the bumper to Larson Nation. Side by side they go. Who's going to end up having the lead before turn 1? I think might be Delgado. They're still side by side.
See. Oof.
Oh boy.
Delgado.
Oh, Larson Nation must have given.
He came back underneath him. Delgado slid up front, and then Larson Nation came back under him.
Larson Nation is still trying to break the draft, but the problem is that with the way that he's going, it will be a bad turn 2 here. But yet now he finally gets a chance to execute it. But yet Delgado wakes up a lot of time right there. Good turn 2 for him.
Yeah, they take that. That's how I tried to explain it earlier. They're taking that turn 2, diving way down low. Oh, Delgado slid up.
Oh, he's getting loose. He's getting loose.
Oh. You know,
go ahead.
Racing here, you want to be loose, but there's a line, and you don't want to go too loose. You want to be loose so you can make these turns and turn right or turn left good, but there's a really fine line to be too loose. Oh, leader's getting loose too.
Yeah, and D-Blood looked like he was up in the wall.
These boys are loose.
I think if you're some of the guys like myself and Heath and the rest of the Truck Series drivers, then yeah, you're gonna have to grab some notes for this.
Oh yeah, I've got me a really good setup for tomorrow night. I can't wait. I'm ready to go. Get me race number 3, race win.
I'm just ready to after the top 5, I had my first ever top 5 at Watkins Glen to get a chance to get back and get ready to race more here up in TVR Truck Series. So make sure to tune in for that. If we don't have a broadcaster, yours truly will be doing some broadcasting action and do some racing from my point of view. Tomorrow night, coverage begins at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Make sure you guys click the notification bell so you won't miss out on any TVR action.
Yeah, I haven't heard if TCW was doing it or not.
If not, then yeah, I'll pretty much will just be doing be up in the YouTube and get a chance to show the race from my point of view. So
it looks like D-Blood's got somebody, Gaze official on his bumper. He's making him work for it.
And with how far D-Blood is with the leaders, I don't think that they're really focusing on trying to get themselves a stage win, because really and truly it's all about the amount of points, and yet D-Blood has had a lot of points since the start of the season. And now that with Heredia's retirement, it could be a huge one. He needs to be able to have a good points day if he can't be able to win the race.
Yeah. He just needs to run consistent. And that's honestly, that's what I call D-Blood. I call him Mr. Consistency, because that guy is always there when it counts, you know?
I do want to bring up one of our drivers in the three, Turf Edge 92. Something must have happened to him, and he's got a lot of damage on the hood. So yet, if he comes down the pit road this time, yet he's going to end up losing a lot of time because he has to repair all of that damage right there on the hood.
He's doing a lot better than I expected. I mean, nothing against him at all.
Yeah.
But you know, he was given a cup ride. Oh yeah.
Gaze official.
Gaze official's in the grass.
That was a very bad move. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, once when I caught Gaze official right there, he was trying to be able to do the pass in the grass on D Blood, and D Blood said, "Nah, son, nah, you ain't gonna be able to do that, Devil Heart."
Shut the door on him.
And I believe we do have a first car lap down. That is the 8 of JD Powers. He must have came in because he must have got really loose. So you had to go follow along with him. Make sure he gets out of pit road really good, and not make sure he doesn't get involved with anyone. I guess for them to be able to signal would probably have to mean like up there at the backstretch before turn 2. That's my only time, but we'll see how it goes. But Larson Nation,
yeah.
He is your current leader here in stage number 1, ladies and gentlemen.
I think they're all gonna have to come in here pretty soon because it's getting. And I don't know exactly how many laps you get on tires, but I know it's getting towards the end.
It's really, really hard to say. I don't really see. I mean, unless if you're really, really loose, then yeah, I can understand coming down a pit road. But yeah, if you're Larson Nation, and if your car is, 50-50 in the middle, then yeah, he should be okay for the most part.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and Delgado hits the wall, so yeah, that's going to give Larson Nation a huge advantage over Delgado right now, ladies and gentlemen.
D-Blood's loving seeing that. He's catching him little bit by little bit. He's just trying to reel him in here.
I'm going to ride along with D-Blood on his hood cam right here.
That's what I'm doing.
You don't really see... I'll say, will he get loose going into 3? And he gets a little bit loose, but not a lot. He's still holding on to there. But yet, if he's... Oh, is that a car going around up there in front of D-Blood?
I'm not sure. I went to the back, and there's...
Oh, that is the stage.
Oh, the 78 just went around and hit turf. Oh my God, the 78 hit the grass, spun back up in front of traffic, and ran into the 3. Wow, I was just riding on his hood too, the Austin Dillon machine, turf tech. That had to bring out the caution there. There was some battling going on back here. I don't know exactly what position they're in, but there was 4 cars all battling and up the irons and turf, and I think it was Moonbeams and got into the grass, spun around and got into the 3.
And I do want to make the announcement now that looks like it is Larson Nation who's going to bring home the stage win over Del Castro. I believe was Gaze official over D-Blood, or was D-Blood, did he pass the...
I'm not sure because I moved back once I saw that you were on D-Blood's hood. I went to the back just to make sure nothing was going on back there, and so I didn't see what was going on up there.
I couldn't really be able to tell either, but yet.
I wonder, is this a stage or is this a caution?
This is a stage. This is a stage because once when the leaders cross start finish line, they pretty much ended up slowing down. But yeah, it's stage 2 and away here at Pocono Organics 325.
Ooh, look at Ron Racing getting a nice draft from the 88. See what happens here.
Ron Racing all over the back bumper of the 88, but yeah, here comes Gates official. But D-Blood.
Ooh, they're hitting.
78 puts D-Blood to the wall. I think that might be Moonbeams.
Yeah, Moonbeams caused a little trouble with the 3 car earlier too, just a minute ago too.
I definitely do agree, but let's see how they go through turn 2 right now. Larson Nation gets a good turn.
Ooh, the 14 sticks his bumper into the 88 and bumps him up to take that position.
Gaze official, what a move right there. But here comes TCW and the 4. I think that might be, I don't know if that was Turf Edge or...
Up the irons is 4.
Up the iron. Good for him to bounce back after what happened with him in the 78 up in the outside wall. But yet, Larson Nation, if these drivers keep battling, Larson Nation's going to end up pulling away.
Yeah, for sure, if they keep battling. Look at that 17. That 17's looking pretty strong. Looked like he needed a pit adjustment, and He might be alright.
I definitely do agree, but yet Larson Nation though, he pretty much I've known him in another league, and just like Tiger NASCAR, he is showing a huge statement right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That 14's getting his draft though, just enough to hang with him.
You gotta be thinking about what's going on through D-Blood's mind. I mean, he is right there, right behind Up the Iron, Ron Racing. He's not really too happy about that 14.
No, he's gonna have to get up
Oh,
quick,
17
pass
hits
these
the
guys
outside
quick.
wall. 17 hits the outside wall, and yet D-Blood goes through these cars like it's the Matrix, and yet he's right behind the 24 of Ron Racing. And if you
That
guys
put a
don't,
nice gap between Delgatro and Ron Racing and D-Blood there.
and if you guys don't get that reference that I just said, you guys need to go watch the Matrix. That's all I can say.
Man, how about that 14? He's showing some strength up there, battling with the 53.
I agree. I mean, it was about time. Oh, 24 hits the outside wall. Oh, the 4. Oh, there's a 4 wide, 3 wide. Oh my lord, this is about to get really bad.
And D-Blood loses another position.
And the 43 hits the wall, and yet D-Blood is just getting involved with all this. But yeah, back to what you were saying, Gabe's official, he is doing a tremendous job, and is right there. He's all over the back bumper of the 53 of Larson Nation.
D-Blood's got to get past these 5 cars here. Just take it easy. You'll be alright. Who's in the 43? Is that Melton?
That is Melton. Yes, sir, it is. That is Melton.
Oh, good to see him get up there a little bit.
Glad to get a chance to see good old Melton, our TVR buddy who we've known pretty much for a while now, and yet, always a great friend and always someone that we love to get a chance to race with. So
D-Blood took that turn 2 perfect, and he got a heck of a run coming up on the 24 and the 17 there.
Yeah, but the problem is that D-Blood is not having himself a great race. He is just dealing with traffic.
Yeah. He's gonna have to. Good thing it's only stage 2. He'll have another stage to catch back up to the leaders.
Oh, coming out the 24.
Ooh, 24 dove.
Oh, D-Blood is.
He held it. Man, that 24 just dove down in there, man. Took like 3 spots.
He did. That was intense right there. We want to definitely get to the 24 of Ron Racing. I think if the 78 to 4 is right behind him, they're going to try to follow along with him.
Yeah. Oh, D-Blood hit turn 2 really well again, and he passed the 4. He's coming down low on the 78. Is he going to get him off the turn?
If he's down there on the bottom, then yet the 78 doesn't get a chance to have enough runs. So yet the 12 should be okay. But yet I rest my case. But then again, D-Blood is right behind the 78. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. And do want to get a chance to remind everyone that yet we have some coverage for tomorrow night's Truck Series race tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to tune in for that. And oh man.
You know what? Watching D-Blood, he is so much quicker than these guys in the turn.
Yeah.
He just catches them so quick, but because of the draft and because of all the traffic and stuff, it's just hard for him to get around them all.
Oh, the 43 hits the grass. Oh, did he spin around? Yes, he does. The 43 spins around and gets involved with the 8 of JD Powers. Yeah. That is a 2-car involvement, so that could bring out our first manual caution.
This is a heck of a battle back here for like 4th and 5th.
This is a crazy race, and we haven't got a chance to acknowledge our leader, which is Larson Nation, who is still leading stage 2 over Gabe's official in 2nd, and I believe Del Gatro in 3rd. So these drivers are just pulling away from that battle right there for 4th.
Yeah, these guys back here, they gotta get single file and start drafting.
Oh, the 4 about made contact with the 12 with the D-Blood. 3 wide. Oh boy, 3 wide.
This ain't gonna be good.
Just like Del Jr. says, get your camera out, get your phone out.
D-Blood hit it perfect.
He was right there on the bottom, so yeah, I knew he was going to end up having himself a great turn, and now he gets just a pull away from up the irons and TCW in 17. Now he can focus on that 24 of Ron Racing. Oh, and looks like the 3 hit the grass, but he saved it faithfully, so yet we're still going green, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but the problem is, though, is that look at the gap between the 24 and the 12. I
Yeah.
don't think that the 12 is going to be able to make any
And
sort
then
of
the
run.
gap, between the 24 and it's at the 14 up there. I mean, it looks like, they're just kind of riding out. D-Blood ended up getting stuck back here in the traffic and battle, and he's very fast, but traffic plays a big role here, and you get back in that traffic, it holds you up.
But there's something that I think that we're forgetting about that I just not recognized. D-Blood is currently in 5th, right?
Yep.
Well, hey, if he finishes 5th at the second stage, then he gets more points because if you remember, top 5 does get stage points.
Yep. He's gaining on that 24 fast. He is coming up. He's probably going to pass him here in turn 1.
24,
He had a heck of a run.
24 trying to be able to break that draft, but you mentioned that the 12 of D-Blood is all over the back bumper of Ron Racing. What can D-Blood do here?
Oh, he's on the apron.
Oh, D-Blood's losing it. He hit the outside wall right there.
Yeah, I saw that.
But D-Blood's
He's put a big gap on the guys behind him, so TCW and up the irons.
Oh, and 24 gets loose right there, so yeah, that should give D-Blood a chance to be able to catch up. Here comes D-Blood and the 12. Battle for 4th place, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and he hits the grass. Oh.
Yeah, I think that they like hitting that grass. I think that they feel that they get a little more speed if they get down there like that. So, looks like every car almost, hits it coming through. At least a few of them.
Yeah, I do agree, but yet the last time that I was really here as far as like a league goes, I remember how bad turn 3 would used to be because, like it said for in the pre-show, that little patch of grass could end up screwing you up pretty bad, especially if you're trying to battle for position, and that's exactly what happened to D-Blood. Alright, definitely do want to... And there's a lead change right now. Delgado takes the lead over Larson Nation.
Wow. I thought he had a pretty good gap, too.
He did have a pretty good gap, but I don't know what happened to Larson Nation. So, yeah, Delgado is the one that's going to take the lead over the 53 of Larson Nation.
Here comes D-Blood. He's got a good run, passing the 24 down the front stretch.
Yeah, but they're still side by side. I think D-Blood has a run, but no, Ron Racing makes the outside work. Wow. What a move right there by the 24.
He just drove it in there a little harder.
He knew he had to.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back up front, Larson Nation is still trying to track down Delgado. Delgado has a turn.
He hits the wall.
He hits the outside wall. He has a terrible turn too. He hits the outside wall right there. Meanwhile, we have so many different battles right now. D-Blood and Ron Racing for 4th. The battle for the lead, and let's go ahead and acknowledge the battle, I believe, for 6th right here with TCW 78 and Moonbeam.
Oh, the 24. What happened to the 24? 24 is going in the pits, or did he just spin out?
I think he might.
He's in the pits. Yeah, he's in the pits. Ron Racing's in the pits.
JD Powers.
I saw him drop back.
JD Powers has not came out of the pits to it. Oh, and Delgado hits the outside wall. That could be a chance for Larson Nation to be able to pass him for the lead. And Larson Nation does with a really strong pass before getting into turn 2.
See, I think a couple of these guys ran a little bit not conservative. They might have ran a little bit looser than what they should have for a long run. And you're starting to see at the end of these long runs that, a couple of them are just, not able to hold on to it like they were at the beginning of the run.
And here comes the leaders. Here comes the leaders. Larson Nation, Delgado, of the Gates officials, D-Blood. Someone stayed out, I believe. or that
Yeah, I
is
don't know if he was a lap car or.
he's the lap car, so that will be the 8 of JD Powers. 8. Everyone's coming down to pit road this time. That gives us a chance to grab ourselves a little drink break real quick.
I love watching pit road here. Moonbeam just comes flying in and wrecks them all.
And out comes Larson Nation first. I don't know what strategy he made, but he made a pretty good one. I don't know if it was 2 tires or if it was just gas
Yeah,
only.
he had a good little stretch off there. I mean, he probably gained a couple seconds.
And look at the gap between him and Delgatro. That goes to show
Yeah.
what type of strategy Larson Nation believes in his car.
Maybe
And
Delgatro had damage.
yeah, I mean that could be the case, but at the same time, I don't think it was like what maybe 6 seconds worth of damage.
Come out pretty far behind him.
I definitely don't agree, but yet right now Larson Nation is still your leader here at stage 2 at the Pocono Organics 325 here in TVR 9-Line Apparel's Cup Series, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, make sure you check out our sponsors, 9-Line Apparel. Go to 9lineapparel.com. Use promo code TVR20 to save 10% off your order. That is 9lineapparel.com.
Back towards the back, we got Turf getting a good run on the 4 car here. Gonna probably try to dive in there. No, he didn't.
No, he had a bad turn 1, but yeah, he's still up there
Yeah.
with up the iron. And I think it might be Moonbeams who's still in front of him, which is good for him after a struggling stage 1. But
Yeah,
yet,
he seemed to have some issues a couple times there.
I think the 19 of JRBH must have had a DNF.
Yeah, he's had a few of them this year. Ooh, 4's in the wall a little bit. That'll give the 3 a little run here.
Meanwhile, back in front, you can see the gap between Larson Nation and El Delgacho. If Larson Nation keeps going with the way he's doing it, then he could be able to win stage number 2.
Is it me or does that 14 car have some big damage in his rear end?
Let
Looks
me
like
see
he
here.
got hit.
The 14?
Yeah, the 14 car's got some damage in the rear end.
I don't really see any damage as far as I know.
I see it. I don't know. That's weird.
And the only ones I see that have a lot of damage would be the 88 and the 53.
I wonder what happened to TCW because he's way back here now behind the 3 and the 4, and I mean he's probably back here in 6th or 7th. He's second in points. He needs a good solid run here. I don't know if he had an issue or pit road issue or.
I'm wondering myself, but yet, every driver has that kryptonite, and I think we found TCW's kryptonite, which is Pocono, out of all places.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I mean, you can be a super speedway driver, and yet you sink at road courses.
Ooh, he's into the wall by himself.
TCW is?
Yeah, he was just, I mean, I think he just got too close to it and it kind of sucked him up there.
Yeah. I hate when those happen, but yet tough break for TCW. Yeah, everyone is like just slowly spread it out, but yet.
Yeah.
But the story remains the same. I mean, 53 up in the lead here in stage number 2.
Closest 2 I see is the 4 and 78, I believe that is.
I believe
2
so.
closest.
Yeah.
Everybody else is pretty spread apart. D-Blood looks like he's catching the 14 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for a mistake.
I believe the 3 closest is 78 of Moonbeams, the 4 of Up the Iron, and the 3 of Turf Edge 92 backup. Those are the 3 drivers that are actually racing for position, that are actually, making some
Four's
contact.
looking low. Oh, he couldn't. No, 78 closed the door on him.
78 is going to be able to stay up in his position. But Larson Nation, 53, still up in the lead over Doug Gautreaux, and I believe I might be Gaze Official in third.
Oh, the 3 just got into the 4 pretty good. Now he's going underneath the 78 and the 4. Oh, they're 3 wide coming into turn 2. This might not be good.
Oh,
The
no.
3 backs off. Yeah, he backed off. He knew better. Ooh, the 4 got the 78.
And the 78 is going to go up to the wall, and it's 78 is not
3
going to be.
passes both of them.
78 is not going to be pleased with the 3 of that move.
No.
And here comes D-Blood and Gaze Official. I believe they're slowing down. I think. Never mind, they're still going.
Yeah, Larson Nation has one heck of a gap on the second place there. I don't think anybody has any. I haven't seen, so far haven't seen anything, any indication that they got anything for this 53 car. Now, once they bunch back up, we'll see. I can't wait. I can't stress it enough. D-Blood is so good with adjustments. If he can get to his bumper with a good adjustment on his last pit stop, I think he could do pretty good. But we'll see. That 53 can hang on to it.
53 is definitely holding on to it. I think this might be the longest stage. This might be the longest stage where we've got a chance to call.
D-Blood's got to run on the 14. He's going to try to make a better turn than him. Turn 1, he's underneath him, and he's going to pass him. D-Blood moves into third.
D-Blood gets a chance to pass Gaze Official for third place, but yet you gotta think about what's going through the mind of Gaze Official. He is right behind D-Blood, and looks like Gaze Official is going to try to make some contact to the 12 of the back bumper, but he's still holding on to this draft. Meanwhile, Larson Nation up front, 53 over 88 of Doug Gautreaux.
Yeah, it's a good battle here for third and fourth. Gaze Official don't want to give it up too easy. I think that's allowing the 24 to catch up a little bit as well.
'14 and the 12 are battling for third.
I think D-Blood got it. He's stretching the lead, or stretching the gap a little bit. He's got a pretty quick car on the long run, and I don't see him get loose like some of the other drivers. He might have went with a very conservative setup, a good long run setup. Seems like he's better on a long run than he is a short run.
We will definitely have to see that for sure. Larson Nation cross the start-finish line. Will that be able to get a chance to
Ooh,
end?
the 4's around.
Oh,
on
no.
Turn, I think it's coming out of turn 2.
Turn 2, yeah. Turn 2, that is up the iron. He is not having himself a great race. Was there someone around him?
No, I didn't. I just clicked to him, and he was into the wall on the inside there. I don't know if he just maybe got loose coming off the turn, possibly.
Oh, and the 3 is about to go up to the outside wall. Here comes Moonbeam. He's all over that back bumper. The 3, I'm on his Moonbeam's hood cam.
He's got a good run.
Oh, huge run.
He made it stick. Seems like Del Gautreaux, he's kind of just biding his time there in second. Probably needs to See what he can do about another adjustment. The 14's catching back up to D-Blood. Oh, is D-Blood slowing up?
Nah, D-Blood's right there. I mean, he is still in front of Gaze Official. And
Oh, the 14 dive bombs him.
Here he comes on the inside. Goes Gaze Official. They're going to be side by side.
And 14 gets into him.
More contact to the left rear. And he's going to cut right in front of D-Blood. I think that might be...
D-Blood. Oh, no.
D-Blood, don't go to the pitch. Don't go to the pitch. I think that might be...
That's a good little battle. I think that's the stage there.
Stage 2 ends.
Wow,
right
the 14 inched it out. Little contact coming off turn 3.
That was a battle, but yeah, that was just for third place.
Once they get grouped up, it is a heck of a race. I mean, they do get spread out pretty easy, but it's pretty fun watching the 2 or 3 of them that go back and forth and dive bomb. And
that was really tense right there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that was really intense. Whew, with stage 2 ending right there, now it's time for stage number 3.
Let's see what kind of adjustments these boys can make.
It looks like Delgado is going to be the one that's going to lead us back to the green flag here at the third and final stage at Pocono.
Ooh, the 24 got ahead of 12.
Green flag on the way here at the third and final stage at Pocono. Who's going to win it? Larson Nation.
Oh, the 24 into the 53.
Oh, here comes Gaze Official down
Gaze
the bottom.
Official 3 wide.
And he's going to make contact to the 88. Larson Nation with the high side. Oh, boy.
3 wide again.
Oh, and Larson Nation is closing down Delgado.
Oh.
Larson Nation.
Delgado's losing a lot of time. Ooh. Somebody just ran into the inside wall there.
That must have looked like the 78. No, it might be the 78, I believe.
It was the 8, I believe.
The 8
78's behind Delgado.
Tough break for JD Powers. He's been having a struggling race, ladies and gentlemen. Larson Nation's now going to focus on what he's been doing.
Yeah, they're going to battle back here, and it's just going to allow him to get further and further away. And that's what these guys got to understand in second and third and fourth. They just got to get single file and not worry about position just yet,
Yeah.
The 88 just put a heck of a move on the second and the third place guys, and passed both of them.
And D-Blood seeing all this movement is going to hit D-Blood and get good turn 2 still. Oh.
Yeah, I think D-Blood has a good long run setup, but at every restart at the beginning of the run, he doesn't seem to have much speed. But he starts coming to, like, after 5 laps or so. Man, that Larson Nation is fast. He is just pulling away.
He is for sure, and he might be. He's been doing good throughout the whole 2 stages, but yeah, he's doing really good here in stage number 3. The kid's won both. He's won both races, or both stages. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Let's see if anybody's got anything for Delgado here in second. Delgado seems like he's putting a little bit of a gap between him and the third place car.
I think Delgado is focusing on the 53 that's right in front of him.
Yeah, he's got to stop battling with everybody else.
Oh,
Oh, the
dude.
24 just got into the 12, sent him up the track.
Oh, big wreck.
Oh, the
43 down
43.
to the wall. He's spun
Oh,
around.
is that gonna bring out a caution?
I don't think so. It's only one
Don't look
car.
like it. Man, tough break for the 12. He was just riding there
And look at the
and
three. Oh boy. Oh boy. D Blood's in the middle of all this. 78's getting ready to pass him.
oh man, there's 3 wide, about 6 cars right here,
The,
and he was stuck behind all of them. Oh no,
oh,
the
big
78
wreck.
just sent D Blood down
And
pit road. Oh my god, no way.
wow.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow.
Oh, he D Blood for sure had I think the third best car here, but every restart he gets caught back in traffic.
And I hate to interrupt you, Heath, and I'm sorry about this. Not only did he end up getting sent to pit road, he's gonna end up getting a speed penalty too.
Yep, he was flying through there. Yep.
Yep. So
Oh man, Moonbeam
wow.
sent him for a ride.
I was on D Blood's hood cam whenever this happened, so that's just
Yeah,
really
I was
kind
too. Yep, I saw it all happen right in front of my face. Man, tough break for the boss,
And
but
here comes
let's
D
see.
Blood. I think he should be good. He's not gonna be able to get a lap down, but he is gonna be pretty much at the rear of the field.
Yeah, he needs a caution is what he needs, and you know, even if he gets a caution, oh, the 24 gets into the
They're still
4.
going at him. My lord, this is not
And I'll
stopped.
tell you what, that 24 car, he's racing kind of, you know, he's not saying he's being too aggressive, but I am saying it. You know, he's being a little aggressive here. He keeps dive bombing people into the corners, and you know, people don't
I
like that too much. Oh, it's
look at
TCW.
this. Look at this.
That 24 is he is trying to, you know, he looks like a man on a mission, but
You're right along with TCW's hood cam. All I can say is that could be some penalties here after tonight there.
and TCW looks like he's gonna try to pass him back.
He's probably gonna get some payback on that 24.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yep,
There he
and
goes. He
yep,
puts a bumper to him a
he
little
puts the
bit.
bumper. He puts the bumper to him. So all I can say is that I feel bad for D Blood because he's getting ready to have some angry drivers out there in this race.
I do too, and you know, D Blood's situation, it looked like a racing incident. The 78 just looked like he got loose, or you know, he turned down, and that's a tough break, you know. But they're battling hard back here in what is this, 5th and 6th. TCW got around the 24, and the 4 is looking underneath the 3.
Yeah, I expect something from the 24 as far as the situation we're seeing right now here, guys.
See if he takes it easy going into the turn, because he just keeps dive bombing people.
Man.
Oh, TCW got into the 4.
That's pretty bad.
Damn, these boys are racing.
And we need to
It's
get back
almost as good as racing in the race.
And I do want to remind everyone our current leader right now, which is Larson Nation. He has been on a roll, for the past 2 stages. Now in 3rd stage, leading over Delgado, Gaze Official. And I think we're gonna have a new top 3 tonight, because it looked like
Yeah.
D Blood was right there, but with that racing incident that he got involved with, it was just too hard to tell.
And the top 3 are pretty spread out. I mean, you know, the 14 might be able to catch the 88, but, you know, I don't know. The 53's checked out. He's gone.
But
It'd take a miracle for somebody to catch him, unless he spins out.
And there's a certain pack that is not really much spread is out. That is 24 Ron Racing, 3 Turf Fetch, 17 of TCW. I think I see the 4 up the iron in the 4.
Yeah, they're all battling back here. It's a good battle. I like watching
Oh,
this group here.
here comes 20. Here comes the 3. He saw the 24 hit the outside wall. I think. I think we definitely need to talk about some aggressive driving with Diebla in our post-race interview. Don't you think there, Heath?
Yeah, I mean, I called it. I mean, this is exactly what I said at the beginning, before the race started. I said, watch how they go into turn 1 after that massive draft that they get. See if they gotta check up. I mean, you're gonna see people get into other people, and that's exactly what's playing out here in front of our eyes. You know,
Oh man. The thing is, though, and this is something that I do want to point out, is that whenever you have that draft, I mean, you have the chance to be able to control your car, especially within the draft. But the problem is, though, is that you're making the wrong decisions at the end of the run, don't you think?
yeah, they're just not. You know, there's different everybody's got different let off points and braking points, but you can stop from hitting somebody. I mean, you know, yeah, you don't want to because it might slow you up a little bit too much or whatever, but you have the opportunity to not get into that person, you know.
Well, these 4
or dive bombing them.
Well, these 4 are now backups, yet everyone's seeing Ron Racing as a target, and Ron Racing's got a lot of targets right behind him.
Yeah, all 4 of them cars went by him. Oh, Turf is into the 4.
Oh,
4 into the. Ooh.
He just came down. I don't know with Turf at stall.
Yeah, Turf came down and just took him right out, man. And he probably got loose. Probably wasn't on purpose, I'm sure, you know, but. Oh, the 17.
17?
Loose.
What is going on here?
Man, they were all so close together, and then all of a sudden, it's down to the 24 and 3.
And
tough break for the 4.
Tough break for the 17 as well. I mean, they were right up there, and then when this incident happened.
I'd like to see a caution come out. See if we can get these guys stacked up one more time and see if anybody's got anything for that 53. I mean, haven't seen it all night, but I'd like to see if somebody can get them.
If there's one driver that I know that can be able to get them, that is Del Gastro. And Gates officials showing that he can be able to have a run. The problem is that these 3 are really spread out.
Yeah. Looks like the 24 is catching Gaze official, ain't it? Yeah, that is Gaze official up there.
Yeah, it is. He's right there. The 24 is trying to chase down. Oh,
see
the
20,
ooh. The 14's.
Oh,
the
they're
14's
coming into
around.
the pits.
The 14's around.
Wow. They're all coming into the pits now. Man. Tell you what, it's a you know, not to take nothing from the leader, but the battle's back here, you know. The good racing is back here in the back, towards the middle of the pack.
And slowly but surely, Up the Iron does make it to pit road, so he's gonna end up fixing all the repair. Meanwhile, Larson Nation, I think Larson Nation is in the pits, and yet he does come out. He's coming.
Del Gastro comes out second. Ooh, Ron Racing Turf and Ron Racing. Ron Racing beats him off. This is a good battle between the 3 and the 24. I mean, both of them seem to be pretty even on speed, and we'll just have to see who gets it. Looks like the 17 caught up a little bit. He's on the back of the 14's bumper.
And I hit the 17 because he is. Yeah, never mind. That is 17. My apologies. That is TCW.
Yeah, I mean he got into some trouble, but he just got loose. I think he didn't hit nothing.
Did someone break right behind him?
Yeah, was that 78.
That was. I think that might be the 78. I need to look.
Or the 8.
That had to have been the 8. My guess. Your good guess is mine. But something happened to
now.
14.
I wonder if, because D-Blood went into pit road so early, I wonder if there's some sort of strategy that could be played out here look for that, you know, because if anybody's gonna do it, it'll be him. But you know, I'd like to see, you know, if he can maybe save a pit stop or make, you know, save some gas, or we'll see.
And we'll see, but yet do want to remind all of our viewers, ladies and gentlemen, that coming up next here on the TVR YouTube channel, we will have an interview with the top 3 drivers, and of course, to finish the stream, we will get a chance to have a talk with D Blood himself. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's been a while. It's been, I think, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks since we got a chance to talk to the boss man himself, and we'll definitely have to hear his thoughts on the race, and definitely want to get a chance to have his opinion on the amount of aggressive driving that we see. We definitely gotta break all the details to him about that.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like, you know, I'm watching for who's gonna be good for tomorrow night. It looks like D Blood's gonna be up there. He's gonna be battling. I don't know about the 78. He's got in some trouble, but definitely the 12 car will be fast tomorrow in tomorrow night's race.
And that's something that we gotta check for sure. But if there's one thing I can say is that if I ever had did some of the aggressive style racing, then yeah, I would just hang my head down, because I would never do that to my fellow drivers like you and D Blood and
Yeah, I think
everyone.
the 24 got into D Blood once or twice. He got into, I want to say he got into, I know he got into the 4 and the 17 and the 3, I believe. 3 is all over his bumper. He is wearing him out. He might be trying to make him wear his tires down a little bit so he can get past him here.
But the thing that I noticed about it, and I've been watching the 3 a lot from this hood cam, is that there's been many different chances that the 3 could have passed the 24, and the 3 never gets a chance to pass him, and he did not hit the outside wall. So I don't
You
know.
know what? He's being patient, I think.
Oh, and
Oh yeah, he hits it again. Yeah, he was. You know, he's not trying to dive bomb it in there like the 24 was. He's taking it easy, and you know. But now there's a gap, so he's gonna have to catch 24 again.
14 is on a mission right there. He is slowly trying to get to Delgatro.
We'll see if he can catch him. Oh, Melton behind Gaze official just spun out, hit the inside wall. Man, some of the, you know, this track is one of them tracks where anything could happen, and you know, it's happening tonight. It's definitely happening.
I think we definitely see the best out of the drivers, especially when it comes to the patience, because
Yeah.
one thing I can tell our truck series drivers tomorrow is you got to have patience whenever you go to a racetrack like Pocono. I mean,
Yeah, that turn 1 is just brutal. I mean, because you're going so fast, and then you got to slow down so quick and get down to a speed where you can make a turn. It's, you know, it's very easy to overdrive. It's very easy to get into the guy in front of you. You know, this track's tough, but the 53 is out there kicking their butt, man.
he
But
is.
you know what? He hasn't had to deal with no traffic though. And I
No.
think that's what's playing the biggest issue is all these other guys have gotten stuck back in traffic. Even Delgatro, he did fight his way back into second, but the beginning of this run, he ended up getting back 2 or 3 spots and lost the 53, and that's something that it plays a big role on, you know, if you don't have to get into that traffic, you can really get away here.
I think Larson Nation does see 2 cars they potentially lap. That could be, I don't know if that could be the 8 of, the 8 of Power and the 12 of D Blood. And I take that back. That is the 4 of Up the Iron.
Yeah, he got into some trouble with the 17 and the 24, I believe.
I think the only amount of action that we're seeing is the 24 and the 3, the 4 and the 12.
D-Blood's
And
catching the 4.
Melton had a DNF, so tough break for him.
Oh man.
These two are battling for position.
Who's that? 12 and the 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that too. D-Blood's down low. Let's see if he can get it. Entering the turn. Nope.
I think D-Blood's going to get him right here. And he doesn't. Oh, and D-Blood almost clips the grass right there.
That is the fastest way around this track, is getting down all four tires on that apron, and it allows you to get back to the gas sooner for some reason.
I do want to go ahead and get back up to our leader here, which is Larson Nation. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
He has got a heck of a lead on the second place guy. He's got almost a whole front stretch.
He's got himself a really good lead. I mean, he's got nobody in his sights, and yet this is his TVR Cup Series debut.
The only thing that'll mess it up right now would be a caution, and I bet there's some guys praying for a caution. Looks like the 4 and the 12 are praying for a caution right now because they are battling and they got the lead coming up. Oh, the 53's into the inside wall, coming into off turn 2.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
But the thing is though,
he saved it.
The gap that he's got.
Yeah, no.
We need to.
He might have only lost a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds right there by hitting the wall like that. But if he's doing that now, you gotta imagine that his car's loose. If he's hitting the inside wall, that means his rear end's coming around first, and he's probably a little loose right now. He might have to take it easy in these last few laps here.
I definitely do agree, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. As far as Larson Nation, Del Gastro, and this would be your top 3 if the white flag or checker flag would drop. It would be Larson Nation, Del Gastro, and Gaze Official.
That does help out the 4 and the 12. They were battling, and they are now have a nice big gap over the leader, so they're not going a lap down yet.
Yeah, but you can see in this camera shot right there, the leader is not far away from these two.
No. Man, you can't even see second place. I mean, he's way back there. He's coming out of turn 3 while 53 is going into turn 1.
He's definitely taking advantage of this lead, and yet
he got around the 4 car though.
Finally?
Yep, he finally got around him. Let's go see what's going on with the 3 and the 24. They are still battling the 3. The 3 is still bumping into the 24. What happened with the 4 there?
He hit the inside wall.
Oh, he got loose a little bit?
Yeah, that's what happened to him. Yeah, the 3 and the 24, they're still battling.
Yeah, it looks like they're pretty even at this track. I mean, one of them can't get away from the other. 24's been able to hold off the 3 car, but we'll see what happens. Maybe the 3 will return a favor and give him a bump towards the end of the race and get him a nice top 5 finish.
That's what's going through his mind at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all positions count. They see 17 the 8. I think the 8 is a lap down or more.
Yeah.
So he's going to let 17 go by.
Oh, the 4 just passed D-Blood again. Wow. They are battling over here. I mean, they don't want to go a lap down, but they're battling a little bit too hard, and that's going to allow the leader to catch up to them. They better go and stop screwing around in drafts. Ooh, the 53. Looked like he got a little loose coming off of turn 3. 53 is not running as fast as he was. I think he's loose, really loose. D-Blood going for the pass again. Can he make it stick? On the 12, passes the 4. Oh, no, he
And
didn't.
I hold on. And Larson Nation wins here at Pocono.
Was that the end?
That was the end. Larson Nation wins at Pocono, ladies and gentlemen.
I was wondering why he slowed up so much. I seen him just slow up a lot.
Larson Nation wins Pocono.
Good for him, you know. It's always good coming into a league, first Cup Series race and getting a win. That, you know, it's tough to do, especially in a league like this. These guys are fast. There's no slouches out here. There's nobody that's just a field filler, you know. These guys are all really fast.
One thing about it, though, is that Larson Nation is your winner. And I think we'll get old D Blood up in the broadcast booth, which he should be already up here.
Delgatro second, correct?
Delgatro second. I think Gaze Official in third.
Nice. Well, it looks like Ron Racing and the 3 both got a top 5. If out how it looked like it did.
Larson Nation with a 53.3, so he gets the fastest lap.
Nice.
And there's the boss man himself, Mr. D Blood. D Blood, welcome back to the booth for our usual conversation as usual. And is there any way you can help us get our top 3 up in here?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, D Blood's got us.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh. Sorry, I had to plug in my controller there.
Ron Racing was in third?
Yep. You had Larson win with
so Turf
second, and then Ron was third.
That's right, because the 14 ended up having issues that last stop. He spun out. So yeah, now it makes sense.
Alright, so once when we get a chance to, I do want to congratulate Ron Racing, Delgatro for y'all's finishes. I'm gonna start off. Yes, hang on one second. Yes, you do. Hang on one second.
I've invited Larson.
He just now asked me if he had to do an interview. I was like, yes. I'm like, come on up here. We want to get a chance to talk to you. All right, but anyways, while we wait on Larson Nation, I do want to talk to Ron Racing and of course Delgatro on the finishes. Ron, we've seen you get involved with a lot of carnage there, and I want to give us your thoughts on the racing, and I want to give your thoughts on pretty much the traffic you end up having to deal with. Take us through there.
Well, I didn't have a race winning car, but I had a fast car. Me and the 3 had quite the battle there at the end, which was pretty cool. We had a lot of side-by-side racing. I didn't think it was too bad. I think it was very hard to pass. You know, guys were pretty quick out there, especially if you got on the outside of the tunnel turn, man. Ugh, shitty place to be.
And
great race, I thought, and my first podium, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, congratulations, and I did want to get you to talk to Delgatro. Delgatro, we've seen you, you and Larson Nation were battling out each stage. It's like, you either end up getting the best of him, or he always end up getting the best of you. So take us through quite the battle you've had for the lead.
First stage, I think we were kind of, I would say even second stage, really. First stage, I was just really loose, and I think he was too, which kind of helped me out. But I think once he got his car set up the way he wanted it, he just had me beat 1, 2, and 3. I tried everything. I tried backing the corners up in the 2, in the 1. I tried driving it in deeper, and he would just gain time and time on me. So it was a very frustrating race, but we did have a really good battle there in between. I just wish the restarts would have played out a little bit better to where I could have stayed in his draft and given him a better run.
Yeah, one thing I saw was if you got, Larson was able to get up ahead, but if you got caught back in traffic, I mean, you lost so much time. I saw it with D-Blood, I saw it with you. I think it was third stage. You kind of got back there a little bit. A couple cars got around you. And it looked like that was all Larson needed, was just that little gap to get out of there.
Yeah. Once I knew we were 3 wide and I backed out, I didn't want to wreck. So I just knew at that moment my race was over, because once he got out front from the second stage, what I could tell was he could just pull away from me every single lap, and there's nothing I could have done. So yeah, he had it beat. You couldn't stay within his draft.
And I do want to get a chance to talk to our race winner, Larson Nation. I believe this might be your Cup debut. And first of all, congratulations on the win. And I do want to ask you this though: was you very relieved the fact that you didn't really have to deal with much traffic compared to everyone, and you pretty much just had a really great race for you? The only person you really battled was at the restarts with Delgastro, and it seems like you two always end up getting the better of each other. So take us through your race from your point of view as far as your battle with Delgastro.
Yeah, I felt like me and him had pretty, both solid cars, right off the bat. We were just racing each other, and then I felt like every restart, Delgastro kept, getting screwed, and then I kept, just getting a gap, and I feel like the draft was, helpful, and if you had the draft with me, I feel like you could keep up, but then if you, just no draft, I feel like you could just pull away, and then that third stage there, they were just all battling, and I got a good tunnel turn, and I just was able to get to a 1 second gap, and then from there I just pulled away. So it's a good race overall. And
yeah, it looked like traffic really played a big part in the, because you guys were second, third, and fourth. On the restarts, they just kept battling, and they didn't get single file. I think if they would have got single file them last couple restarts, they might have been able to stay in your draft a little bit better. But good race,
agree with
man.
that.
Really good race.
That was fun.
Real quick, Heath, do you have any questions for our top 3?
I mean, not
ask
really.
Ask him what Larson was doing in turn 2. I want to know.
I did. One thing I did see. It seemed like you guys kind of went. A couple guys went a little aggressive with their setups. I've seen a lot of guys keep getting loose. I mean, what were you guys' setups like? Did you guys set up loose and then have to adjust from that, or it looked like D-Blood was kind of running conservative, but it looked like a couple of you guys that were up front were getting loose at least, a couple different times throughout the race.
Yeah.
Loose is fast, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, real quick before we let you go, I want to go, one at a time. Give us your final thoughts and what do you guys look forward to coming next week? And D-Blood, do you know where we're heading to next weekend? Give us one moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully somewhere good to where I can win. No, it's fine.
I know week 9 is Darlington, week 10 is Indy. I don't remember what week 8 is now.
D-Blood, what happened with you in the 78, man? He sent you right down pit road, huh?
I'm sorry, we are in week 8. So next week is Darlington, and the following week is Indy.
Darlington. Ooh, so throwback Sunday come next week. So, Ron Rice, I'm gonna start off with you. Give us your final thoughts on the race and what do you look forward to come Darlington.
I thought it was a great race. It was. I learned something about qualifying. Starting the back, you'll have a little bit better shot.
Yeah.
Which actually, qualifying spots, track position, very crucial, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be the same thing next week. Looking for a good starting spot.
And all right, Doug Gotro, same thing. Your final thoughts on the race and what you look forward to come next Sunday.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Great race. Apparently, I guess I suck at this track. I thought I had it down, but I don't. But yeah, no, Darlington's gonna be a good track for me. I really like that racetrack. Very fun and loose, slick. So should be fun.
All right, and last but certainly not least, our race winner, Larson Nation. Same thing. Your final thoughts on the race and yet what you look forward to come next Sunday at Darlington.
Yeah, and I had a comment on that, like, looseness stuff. I feel like, this race in turn 1, that was definitely, like, my worst, like, corner. I felt like I kept getting loose through there every friggin' corner. And a couple times I just snapped loose and hit the wall.
Yeah, I saw you a couple. I saw you a couple different times coming off of turn 1. You dive down to the bottom, like you know how when you save it, you catch it and you end up down on the apron or down low, you know.
But yeah, overall, just good race. And then next week, I don't know if I will make that because I'm in Canada too, so it's Thanksgiving. But hopefully I can make it. Darlington definitely isn't my favorite track, but yeah, hopefully I can make it.
Alright, D-Blood, anything you gotta say to these three before they're free to leave?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
Congratulations.
Alright, V3, you're free to go. You guys have a great night. Congratulations, Larson Nation. We'll see you guys next Sunday at Darlington. But we'll get a chance to have our conversation with D-Blood here.
What happened to you, D-Blood? That's what I want to know. It's in my eyes, I think you had at least a third place car. In my eyes.
I think I had a second place, but just couldn't ever catch a break. But no, I mean it just I got back there in traffic, and then those guys in front of me were too wide coming off of 3. I had a good run, and I went low, and I guess they got loose or something and hit me. I saw the 78 spin too, so yeah, just one of them racing things. Ain't much you can do about it.
I feel like the frustrating part.
I'll say. You're good. You're good. Go ahead and say what you're saying, bud.
I was just gonna say, I feel like the frustrating part was, I would hope the other people would understand that, like, hey, Larson Nation's like pulling away, maybe not battle it out, but I do understand why they're doing it. They want track position and all that, but
I was saying that as the race was going on, I kept seeing that every restart, it seemed like second, third, and fourth, they just kept, no matter which one of you guys it was, you know, getting 3 wide, 2 wide, and you just, every time that happened, you lose like half a second, it seemed like, you know.
Yeah, it was so annoying.
And like I said before, you guys are free to go if y'all want to leave, but I want to talk to D-Blood real quick about one thing. He's mentioned it. We've seen a lot of aggressive driving tonight, and I'm not going to call out anyone or anything, but I can definitely say there was a lot of aggressive moves from the drivers. Did you see any of it?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, we're getting down to crunch time. There's 2 races. Well, after tonight, there's only 2 races to go for the playoffs, and the playoffs are down to like, it's a handful of points. Separating 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So, I mean, it's go time. I mean, they didn't really cause any accidents, but I mean, yeah, you're gonna give the guy a little more buffer right now.
Yeah, Ron Racing, this should help you. I mean, aren't you just below the cut line?
Yeah, I sure am.
This should help you out pretty good.
So,
I actually practiced
it's go time, dude. Can't really play nice anymore.
Yeah, but yet I'm just like Heath. What all happened between you and the 70s? Like y'all got involved, and y'all were racing pretty hard. Take us through your point of view.
I mean it's good. It's like I said, it was. I've already went back and watched the replay. I mean, I got moved down the line and then fell behind that pack, and then it's like 4 or 5 of us, and then they were side by side. Somebody got loose, got the 78, and he got me. I mean, it's what it is. Ain't much you can do about it.
It looked like you had a really fast long run car, D-Blood. Like every restart, you'd drop back a couple of cars, but then you'd pick them back off as the race went on, or as that run went on. It looked like you kind of went of it a little bit.
You know me, son. Had to run the old reliable tonight.
Yeah.
But before we hop off the air, I do want to give your final thoughts on the racing tonight that we've seen, and what's your thoughts going into our truck race tomorrow night at Pocono.
Man, I'm good. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Me and Blaze had a good battle there at the end of stage 2. Me and the Irons had a good battle in stage 3. I hate it turned out the way it did, but congrats to Larson. 1 start, 1 win.
Yeah.
That's the way you make it to the Cup Series, I suppose. And we'll go into the truck race tomorrow night for the love of the good Lord. Can I get some luck?
I learned some things watching.
I'm not in the playoffs right now. Oh, I'm in the playoffs, but I'm not. So I mean, it'll be good. I mean, the truck playoffs are. Oh heck, you know what? Let's look at the points because I mean they are just as close, if not closer, because we've had a solid 15-16 showing up every week for trucks. Let's look at that. So yeah, I mean right now. You got Cushion in 7th, Moonbeams in 8th, only 1 point behind him. And then in 9th, you've got kind of a gap between Atomic Waste, One and Only, and yourself, Mr. Code Red Dude.
Yeah.
So you got some work to do, son.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I already know that I got some work cut out too. But hey, by the way, do we have anyone that's willing to broadcast for tomorrow?
TCW's broadcasting.
All right, awesome.
I will help you out if you want to practice.
Oh yeah. I mean, since I get off at 1, I mean, if the Cup race don't rain out like they said it's supposed to be more rain, then yeah, easily we'll definitely do some practicing. But
I think the rain's worse tomorrow than it was today.
All right. Well,
it's not looking good.
Well,
so tune in tomorrow night because TCW is the official broadcaster now of the trucks. So either you were in there the 1 week, I helped him last week, so either me or you will be in there with him tomorrow night, and he'll be bringing us all the action.
I think with me, you up there helping TCW, that will be fun. But yeah, that was all of our time, ladies and gentlemen. Heath, once again, thank you for another night of broadcasting. It was a lot of fun to get a chance to call this race.
Yes, sir. It was fun.
As always, thanks to our sponsors, 9 Line Apparels. Make sure you guys use the code TVR20 to save 10% off your order. 9lineapparels.com. Also, Facebook. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/Thunder Valley Racing League. And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for all of our drivers who raced tonight. Thank all of you for joining us. Make sure to click that notification bell so you will not miss the truck race tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be tense, but it will be fun. So from all of us here up in the booth and in the league, I'm Code Red Dude saying so long, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night at Trucks at Pocono.